Hey, what's up? I'm Hance from Woe Is Me, and I love Rock Forever magazine.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever magazine, and I'm here today with Hance from Woe Is Me.
What's up?
How are you doing today?
Feeling great.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Yes, we are in Orlando. You're about to play in like an hour,
Yeah.
so you're getting pumped for the show?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
sold out show. Pretty much every night on this tour. We really love playing in
amazing.
Orlando. Big room, huge crowd. Stoked.
Yeah, so considering every show's been sold out, I assume it's been an amazing tour for you guys. So you've been having a fun time with all the bands on the tour?
Yeah, all the bands on the tour, real cool, easy to get along with. Yeah, been a great tour. Kids every night singing, screaming in the words, you know, so
I know.
it's been awesome.
Very exciting. And now your album Genesi is out now. How would you say that this album compares to your previous release?
Genesis is definitely a bit different from all the previous releases. Definitely, I'd say a lot heavier, darker, and also, but the singing parts are, you know, more poppy, less ambient, just more sing-along, straightforward, you know?
Yeah, and what I love about it is heavy, but there are some really great catchy parts to each of the songs. Well, most of the songs. So since it is so unique, who are your musical influences on this album?
For this record,
I'm sure it's all over the place,
really
right?
is. You know, Slipknot, Aladdin, Disney
Nice.
movies, Blink-182,
Disney movies.
Metallica.
Are there any specific songs that the Disney movies might have influenced? You were just watching a lot of Disney while
in
you
general,
were recording
yeah.
then. All right, and what would you say, what's the meaning behind the album title, Genesis?
Genesis basically just means, the literal meaning of the term is the beginning, the origin. So, you know, we went through a lot of changes as a band prior to writing and recording this record. And so Genesis literally means like fresh start, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just here we are. This is the beginning.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Just the beginning. And already sold out shows, amazing crowds. Everybody's so pumped. I've seen so many Woe Is Me shirts all around the venue
it's
tonight.
Crazy.
So that must be neat. Have you ever gone up to a fan and be like, hey, I like your shirt?
Actually, I did that today in line.
And how did
We
it
walked through
work
the
out?
line. They were, at first they were just kind of like, I don't think they, you know, realized, and then they were just like, oh, you know, taken aback.
Like
but
by the time you were gone, they started to realize? Or-
Yeah.
That's so funny.
it's
though.
usually pretty awkward. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
awkward moments can be good sometimes, though. It's totally
funny.
fine.
You know, just funny moments throughout the day like that are always good.
Yes.
but-
And now back on topic to the album Genesis, because we get off topic easily. What were you inspired by as far as the lyrics go on this album, and what was the overall theme of the album?
Well, as far as the lyrical content and like the meaning behind everything, like I said, we as a band had gone through a lot of hardships, member changes, stuff like that. And so a lot of the lyrical content is basically us just, you know, getting out our frustrations, like turning our anger into something like, you know, positive. And,
Totally.
you know, a lot of people, you know, see the lyrics and hear the record and are just kind of taken aback. But what we want everyone to understand is, you know, a lot of people are just like, oh, that's angry, I can't really get into that. But it's like, you know, it's real. You know, people get hurt, people get stabbed in the back, and, you know, you can go about that and just kind of forget about it and brush it off, or you can embrace it.
Totally.
And you can say what you need to say and put it out there for everyone to hear. So that's pretty much what we did.
Yeah. And speaking of
And-
the band t-shirts, you were definitely making light of the situation. I saw a shirt. I was a member of Woe Is Me.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of brilliant, actually.
I used to be in Woe Is Me. You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
It actually sells really well. People love it, so
I almost bought it. Maybe I'll do that after this interview.
You
Have to
should.
go back in the venue and get
you
it.
definitely need to buy it.
So yeah, everybody else should too if you come out to one of the shows. Yes. And now there's some great collaborations on this album as well. One of them was Maddie from Memphis Mayfire.
Right.
How were those collaborations? How did they come about?
Basically, we just, you know, we listened to the songs and we tried to find people who we thought would fit best on the record. Maddie did a feature on our song, The Walking Dead. And then we had Caleb Shomo on with our friends behind us. So, yeah, you know, we're really good friends with Caleb, so that worked out really well. And, you know, a couple of us know Maddie pretty well from Memphis. So, yeah, we just picked people that we thought would, you know, keep the album flowing and you know, make an impact on each of the songs. So
Yeah. And since you know them outside of the collaborations, were there any fun moments working with them behind the scenes or anything like that?
as far as that goes, it was just like a lot of the things were recorded separately.
Yeah,
So-
I figured, but I thought I'd try and ask.
You know, never hurts.
Never hurts. And just for fun, let's say you had to come up with a mission statement for the band, what you want to accomplish through the band. What would your mission statement be?
Mission statement, just you know, is inspire and change lives as many people as possible. You know what I mean? I feel like now that Genesis is out, you know, everyone can kind of see our attitude towards everything isn't always super angry. We said what we need to say. You know, it's time to rise up and just push forward through everything. You know, we got a lot of big tours lined up after this, overseas stuff. You know, lots of plans for the summer. So, you know, we're also actually working on new music right now.
Hey,
so
already.
You know,
exciting.
You know, we got our anger out of the way. We got our angst. All that's, you know, said and done. So really just push forward and make the best of it, you know.
So what are you thinking of with this new music? What kind of direction do you want to go with all of that? Have you thought about that yet?
You know, as far as that goes, it's definitely still heavy. As far as the sound goes, you know, everyone's still kind of experimenting with that. With this new stuff, you know, it's definitely more of like a family feel, like everyone has their each little part in it, and you know, just woe is me, just bigger and better.
Bigger and better. Looking forward to it already. And you guys are lined up for Warped Tour 2013, which is so exciting.
All summer.
What are you most looking forward to for this tour?
I don't know. I think just Warped in general. Like,
it's a good experience.
It'll be my first Warped Tour and a couple of the other guys. So, you know, summer tour, Warped Tour is like a big party. So, yeah, you know, thousands of kids every day. Outside shows are fun.
They're making some faces over here trying to distract us and doing a very good job. So thank you guys very much. And since Warped Tour can be kind of intense, have you thought about how you're preparing for the whole summer?
I don't know, just
anything yet?
be smart, you know, stay hydrated.
True.
Lots of sunscreen.
Don't need to look like a lobster during Warped Tour, that's for sure.
Hopefully find some good swimming spots at some point, you know.
That would be good.
So, yeah.
It'll be very exciting.
Yeah.
And so what are your plans for right after this tour? What's coming up?
After this tour, we fly to Japan for a couple days for Scream Out Fest.
Hey.
After that, we have another festival in Indonesia, and then straight to Australia for Soundwave. So, with Metallica, Blink-182.
Amazing lineup.
Not a big deal.
I wish I could go, but I'm stuck in Florida. It's totally fine though. Maybe next year, right?
Maybe.
Yes, and since you're going to be overseas, is there anything you're looking to experience or try while you're in a different country?
I mean, we're going to be in Australia. I want to meet some kangaroos.
I know all the bands seem to take pictures of the koalas too.
Koalas, yeah, that's another
be
big thing. You know, and then Japan, you know, a lot of us are stoked about that. You know, just Japanese culture in general, fast cars, you know, and then in Australia, like I said, you know, find your spirit animal at Soundwave.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And social networking is a great way for bands to keep in touch with all their fans. So where can everybody follow you? What's your favorite way to keep in touch?
Definitely through our Twitter. We've been trying to, you know, boost that a little bit. It's actually twitter.com/woeis, @woeis. That's how they do it. And then facebook.com/woeis. Pretty simple. So,
And
yeah.
Do you have a personal Twitter that everybody can follow you at?
Yeah,
Or
it's @Hance_.
yeah, might as well give it a shout out while we're at it, right?
I guess so.
All right, well, thank you so much for chatting with me. It was
All right.
great. And everybody watching, make sure you check out What Was Me. Their album Genesis is out right now. Things are getting interesting. Subscribe to our channel for more interviews. We'll see you next time. Bye.